Okay, today we're gonna have a little fun with the G chord. I just made up a little ditty, 1-4-5 in the key of G, just demonstrate some things and see what's possible with it. Okay, I just started off with a little natural harmonic. All you got to do is barely put your fingers on the 12th fret near the back of it and pull up. That's a G. That's a D. They kind of go together, so I just... Great way to start a song off with harmonics. Okay, the G chord, there's 4 ways to play this G chord, and we're going to primarily focus on the two. I'm assuming most of you guys are beginners, so we're just going to do it we'll start off with 3 fingers, and let's get a closer look here. Okay, I'll get up real close so you can see what I'm doing here. I hope you subscribe to my channel and learn to play the guitar from me. I've been playing this thing for over 50 years, and I'm a master certified instructor, and I've taught hundreds of people how to play. And I'll show you how to play fingerstyle, barehanded. Today I played with a pick, but that's not all the time. Okay, the G, we're looking at it like this, our chord chart. And there's the nut of the guitar, there's the nut of my guitar. This one happens to be a Larrivee. And there's a 1st string and the 6th string, the 1st string, the 6th string. Remember, the 6th string is 6 times bigger than the 1st string. That's the good way to remember it. That's not really, but it's pretty close probably. So we have, laying it down like this, we've got it pretty straight up. I'm having to play this guitar pushed up so you can see it good. So it's kind of a little bit difficult for me to play like this. But we've got our 3rd finger. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Of your fretting hand, I'm right-handed, so it's my left hand. If you're left-handed, it's your right hand. So we'll take our 3rd finger. Now I've had some people do it showing like this. Please, 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 don't play it like that. There's never a situation where you should play your G chord like this. If that's the way you learned, I would recommend throw it out the door right now. You can't do anything with that. You're locked up. What are you gonna do with this finger? There's almost nothing you can do with your little finger, with your extra finger. So you can't do that. You cannot do that whenever you're playing like this. You got no fingers. What are you gonna do with this finger? I mean, it's just, I don't know why people show that. I would doubt that they've got Master First certification on teaching. But let's look at the 6th string. We've got a 3rd finger, about in the middle, not up here, not back there. This is an easy chord. Unless you got like super tiny hands, and that's okay. Maybe you have a super tiny guitar. So got it about in the middle, and then we'll take our 2nd finger is going to be on the 5th string on the 2nd fret. And then we're taking our 4th finger, and it's going to be on the 1st string on the 3rd fret. Now, let's hear what it sounds like. I'm going to play it a few times and see if you can match it. Now remember, I've got a bear claw. Bear claw. My hand is bent like a bear is grabbing at me. But I'm also bent here at every knuckle on the G chord, and most of your chords, unless you're barring, you should have a bend on all of your knuckles. So make sure your position is good, you're not touching the wrong strings, you're not rubbing against the wrong one. I'll play it a couple of times. Now that's a nice clear tone. That's what we're looking for. If you go like this, if you have a problem, it's going to be harder to identify it and it's going to sound pretty good, but it's not completely clear. And what we're looking for, especially on acoustic guitar or any guitar, is a clear tone. That's mostly a function of your left hand and a proper fretting technique. So now if you hear this, oh no, oh, something's going wrong here. You look down, you play in one string. Ah, I see what was wrong. I just wasn't pushing hard enough. A buzz usually is not pushing hard enough. A mute, like, that's usually you're muted somewhere. The flesh of your hands, one of your fingers is probably touching that string. Sometimes you can feel the vibration on the wrong finger. So, okay, we fixed the 6th string. Let's go to the 5th string. I need to push harder. I'm not going down straight enough. And my 3rd finger's touching it there. Oh gosh. That's an open string. It's a 6-string chord. You got 3 open strings and then so I'm pushing right down the fret. I need to move more in the middle. You can practice like this. So skip strings. The main thing is we're trying to teach you on your right hand little technique, and with your pick is where those strings are, because then you can do like I was doing. Okay, now that was the one. So I just did a little quick demo. Again, I got this guitar all smushed up on me. Sorry about that. The better way to play this chord is to revoice it a little bit. Take the 5th string out. That's the way I normally, if you'll notice on my original thing, little ditty I was made up, I was playing on the G like this. There's only 2 fingers. It's easier to play, but that's not the reason I do it. I like it because I like the way it sounds better. To me, this is the way you just learned it using 3 fingers. That's a hard F, forte, Here's without, this is a 2-finger, 3-finger, 2-finger. So I don't know why, you're gonna mute, you can mute the 5th string with the 3rd finger. You're gonna bend it down a little bit and touch it. You don't hear that mute. It's kind of loud, but you don't hear it because the other strings are so much louder. So we've got this. That's the way. So now whenever you play, now listen to the difference. You can also use it as a voicing. Sounds a little bit different. So the 3rd way to play it, and cool, is there's like a whole, this is not really part of the study, but you can also put your 3rd and your 4th finger, one on the 1st string, one on the 2nd string, and a lot of guitar players play that only, but please don't do that. It's a great voice though. You can play it or like this. So that's 4 different ways you got to play G now. I prefer this way, where I'm muting the 5th string again. So you got one way, the regular way you're going to learn first. You got another way, 2 fingers. You got a 3rd way, and you got a 4th way. See how I revoiced it? It sounds different. You don't ever want to play the same verse of anything twice, the same exact way. You're going to revoice it. And that's the way to do that, is to play with some slightly different techniques. You know, you play it one time. So you're just playing a little different techniques, and I'm going to be showing you how to do. So whenever you're playing the G, let's just go on and do one fun thing that you can do on the G. This is a scale, you know. It's a hammer-on. Do your second thing. We're going to learn that. This is simpler than you think, and I'm going to teach it to you real quick. So, you know, we're going to teach some scales. This is a scale that goes with like a minor. So if you're learning your scales, tie it with that chord. And so much more to come. I hope I helped you on the G chord today. Subscribe to Space Age Gym. We're going to have a lot of fun on this channel, so stick with me.